Greetings, everyone. I hope you all having a wonderful Saturday or day, regardless of what day it is. But it is a nice day. It's hot outside. We just had the farmers market. It was a big turnout, so thank you all who came out there to support your fellow vendors and to find some goodies for or trinkets that you could take home and give to others as gifts. But I want to talk about something that was in my mind. And there are a lot of unstable people that's out here. And we have to be very careful about how we handle others. There's a lot of people out here that are so easily influenced by other people. And it's so deep that they're not thinking for themselves. God has blessed each and every one of us with a mind, body, heart, and soul, and breath to breathe in our bodies. With that comes your own independent self. And I know I started talking about the 10 Commandments a few weeks back. And that was to help someone who was confused if they didn't know where to start, to try to find a moral of what to do to get themselves back to a place to where they can start thinking for themselves. It's a lot of people out here that's easily influenced by others. And we need to learn to start thinking for ourselves. We need to learn to love ourselves enough to know that we can go off of our own thoughts. That's not to take away from anybody who's teaching us anything. We're supposed to learn. That's part of life. We have the school of education, and then we have the school of life. You're going to learn every day. The whole key to it is you're learning. And you need to take into what you're learning and have it connect so that you understand it, so that you know what to do with all this information that's coming to you. I'm brought back to when I was in high school, or all my years of school, and there was always cliques that stuck together in these schools. And I was always, by myself. I may have had one or two friends, but they were with other cliques. So most of the time I was by myself. But if I got into an argument with a person, then the whole clique would get upset with me. Didn't understand it back then, but then it carried on to my work life. Then it carried on to my regular life. So then I said, well, you know what? It's okay. Because it could be that there's something about me that they just can't connect to. And it's all right to be different. It's not all right to judge your own opinion on that person and try to cause harm to them because they're different. That's not right. See, we as humans or individuals tend to bring negativity to stuff that we don't understand and that we don't know. And see, God has given us an open mind. He's given us free mind, free will, and the ability to learn, to know what's right and to know what's wrong. It's within us. And we just need to trust our gut, our judgment, and do the right thing. Somebody say, well, you're telling them to do stuff because you're telling them to do the right thing. Yeah, do the right thing. It's in the Bible. It's how we're brought up. It's in the school system. It's in life. We got laws and rules all over the world so that we can do the right thing. Everything that you do that's not right has a consequence. Weigh your options to what's good consequences and what's bad consequences. But the choice is yours. You are an individual. Your voice matters. You are important. If somebody can't understand who you are, that is not a you problem, that's a their problem. But you need to learn to love yourself, know who you are, and respect who you are, because you're important. I can remember also growing up in life where I went through phases. My appearance reflected the phases I was going through. But because my appearance didn't match other people's appearance, they assumed that I threw myself down or I was just letting myself go. How many of you out there know that God works with all of us? And if you have a calling on your life, or if you have I'm gonna stick with calling on your life. If you have a calling on your life, you're gonna go through some things. You're gonna go through some phases. And if you are a friend with somebody, you should be a friend with that person through all the phases that they go through, providing that they're not doing anything to hurt, harm themselves or anybody else. But there might be a phase that you're going through, and everybody deals with things differently. So we shouldn't judge nobody because their appearance ain't matching your appearance. There was a time I cut my hair off. I did that in my life twice. It was cut off a third time. I didn't want it cut off, but they cut it off. But anyway. And I went through a outer appearance that was not pleasing to other people. And boy, did they treat me different. We do not want to make nobody down more than what they already are. I believe in meeting people where they're at. That's why I have compassion. That's why I have empathetic features or emotions, feelings, because I can understand what you're going through. But I do want to put in a disclaimer for all those empathetic individuals that can feel other people. Don't let that be what they use to take advantage of who you are. You still need to be strong to who you are. Love yourself, respect yourself. All that is very important. I'm not going to stop saying that because there's so many people out there that like to kick you when you're down. But you need to learn to love yourself and know what you can take. You get opportunities to see what you can and what you cannot take every day. Some of us go through things more than others. But everybody go through their own thing because God knows what you can bear and what you cannot bear. Don't always want to be like somebody else, because you do not know what they had to go through to get to where they're at. You may not be able to handle it. Like I said, this is a part 2 of my first video, but it's not really connected, but I'm still flowing. I want God to use me for his purpose, because I know his purpose is not going to be wrong. And we got to be careful when we say God. That's why when I speak and I give glory to God, and when I start showing my appreciation to all my helpers out there, I say the God in heaven, the God that's within us, the same God that we serve yesterday, today, and forevermore. Not the God that has been given the rights of this earth. Not the devil, not the principality, not that God. I'm talking about the one and only God. The God that created everything. Because nowadays people serve a God, but is it the God that you serve? I started off with this video talking about people that are easily influenced. I talked about how a lot of people are doing what other people tell them to do, but not what they feel and know what they need to do. Trust your judgment, your discernment, and ask God to help you in those areas. God is always going to be there. The one and only God, Jehovah, Elohim, God, the I am, is always there. And sometimes we go through things because we did not answer the call that God has extended to us. Was it many are called, but few are chosen? Everybody's not called, but few are chosen. And the chosen ones are the one who answered the call to do the right thing, to want to help others. Okay, I kind of feel like this is going on all over the place, so I don't even know what to entitle this conversation here, but it is a conversation. Me trying to help someone out there, letting God in heaven, the great I am, the I am, Elohim, Jehovah Jireh, God, that's in me, and that's all around me. So I hope I said something that was helpful. And until next time, have a wonderful, wonderful day. And love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. And don't be so easily influenced because there's a whole group of people doing the exact same thing. It's okay to be different. So until next time, peace.